back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10, in my opinion, best redstone contraptions in Minecraft. So let's do this. Alright, so number one here is what I like to call the Lectern Door. So, here is our lectern, and here's our door. I didn't do a piston door or anything because I'm not fancy. I'm just going to use a normal iron door for this, and you obviously can't get through. It's an iron door. And here's the lectern. So there's 15 pages, and we're going to select the page that is the password. So any page besides the page that is the password doesn't work. So you can see that none of these work, except it did open for a brief moment because we passed the right one. Now the right one is actually 9, and you can see the door opens and we can get through. So to make this design, basically what you have to do is you put a comparator out of the back of a lectern, go 15 blocks forward, and put a book and quill on the lectern with 15 pages, each with something on them so that they don't just die. Then the one that you want, you're going to want to count it out. So let's say I want my password to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And place a repeater and then another repeater right there. Now the one after it, so 10, place another repeater, redstone dust, redstone torch, and you're going to want to place these 3 blocks right here with redstone torches that are off on them. Take a repeater into the side of this one, but yeah, the redstone torch will invert the signal so that when this is off, this will turn off, and then we have to make this off as well, which means that this has to be on, and if it's less than this, the signal won't get this far to power this, and then this will turn on and open the door. So it's actually quite a simple redstone contraption. So just set it to a random number to lock it. And there we go. That's number 1. Now number 2, guys, is a flush piston door. So this is, we're going to press this button and it opens and it closes. Now we can obviously link this up to a monostable circuit and T flip-flops and things to make it longer, because right now you really have to sprint through that door, and like if I'm walking normally, well, you still barely get through, but like barely. So we could come over and make some kind of T flip-flop to actually improve this, but you by all means do not need it. So here we go, T flip-flop with a block of redstone, and we can hook that up to the button and then make it so that you press this one, it opens, press this one, closes. But I didn't do that here, I didn't have the time, but it works. Right, so here we go, guys, on number 3, which is a mass Shulker Box Storage system. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to put all your items up here, then they're going to go into this Shulker Box. Once it is full, it will be broken by this piston over here and replenished with this dispenser, and you can put more hoppers in with more Shulker Boxes and everything. And then it'll be broken into these hoppers and it'll go into this chest. Now you can very easily conceal this behind the walls of your base, and then have like some hoppers link in and maybe put a chest like right here, and then you can just look up and put your items in, and then eventually they'll be spat out here, where I already have some of my tests with stone Shulker Boxes. So let's do some more stone Shulker Boxes. So to make it quicker, we're gonna fill this up all the way. I'm filling my inventory up too, except for one little bit. And I'm actually going to fill it up except for one little bit. There, it is nearly filled up, and you can see the comparator, it's nearly full. And then we're going to put in this chest the last bit of stone that it needs, and you see it's been broken and replenished, and it's back into here. Now how this thing works is the comparator detects how full this is. So if we put a whole bunch of stone in, you can see it's lit up to 1. When it's at 15, it'll be full, and then we can put a repeater right after it to continue the signal. Then it'll bring this redstone line in, and push it out with the piston. Then if we wait a couple of ticks, then the dispenser can dispense a new shulker box. So that's actually quite simple to build. Just piston here. Doesn't have to be sticky. I used a normal piston, you can see. Comparator at the side of this shulker box, dispenser, hoppers leading into a chest, from which you're going to take the items that you want to put in the shulker box leading into the top of the shulker box, comparator, loads of redstone, repeater, and here. Now the world download, guys, is actually in the description, so if you need to look yourself to see how you build any of these, you can just go download the world, pop it into your Minecraft saves folder, and yeah. Now if you don't know how to actually get other people's saves, search up how to install Minecraft maps, and it'll come up. Moving on to number 4, we kind of have a monstrosity here, but this is actually an observer elevator. So this is going to elevate you throughout your entire build. You can only have 2 floors, one at the top and one at the bottom. So sadly there aren't multiple floors like you might have hoped. But when we press this button up here, I only made it go 2 blocks up, but we press this button and we go up 2 blocks. Press this button, we go down. Now we can pretend that there's like a floor here, and we can like make stairs and everything, and just conceal all of this away. Again, didn't have time, don't think it needs to be in like a tutorial. Now it actually got stuck here, so anything around this has to be unmovable objects or else it won't work. So if you get stuck like I just did, boom, right under the observer down there. Now how you're gonna actually want to build this, I'm gonna actually give a detailed way on how to build this. You take an observer and you place it with its eyes down, so you can see like this. Now above it, I'm gonna go and just grab all these things quickly. You're gonna want to place a slime block with a sticky piston facing up right beside it. Slime block on top of that sticky piston, and come down here and put this here. So it kind of looks like this. Come on up over here and place it like this, so that this goes out and this observer face is right here. Now what you're going to want to do also is place a piece of obsidian here, and this state will mark your bottom floor. But what you're actually going to want to do first is put slime blocks out, and we can build our platform. This is where we're going to stand, and this block right here marks our first floor. So this can be our first floor, so I'm going to use an obsidian staircase so that it actually looks like it's meant to be that way. And there we go. So now we can walk up the staircase, arrive here, and then what we need to do is we need to cause a block update under this observer, and it'll actually start going up. But what we want to do first, we're actually going to lose it up into the build height limit, is we're going to want to go up and place another unmovable object. It can be obsidian or furnaces or chests or whatever at the top floor. So I'm actually going to bring it down a little bit because I don't want it to have to go that far up so you guys can actually see. So it's up here, and just make sure it's directly vertical from this obsidian, so no horizontal changes in anything. And then cause a block update. We can break that right away, and you'll see it goes up to here. Then cause a block update on this observer, and down it goes. Now guys, here we are on number 5, and this is actually a melon / pumpkin farm. So this is going to have our melons and pumpkins, and then when they get planted, get pushed out to the water stream and down into here. Now, whoa, that's actually way better than I thought. But I'm going to speed it up a little bit. If we do game rule, random tick speed, let's do just a 10,000. Yeah, maybe that's a little insane. Let's ramp it back a touch. But basically, you see, when they're growing, and if we actually put glass in the back, we'll also see the same, and taller glass here, that it's actually all working perfectly. And there we go. So it's pushing, and it's either landing in the water stream and going down into this hopper, where it then ends up in the chest, or it's landing in here. And I don't know if you guys knew, but that minecart with hoppers can actually go pull items through blocks. So if we see right here, if I drop one right here, it takes it, and then with hoppers under them, taking it back all into this chest. So that works. The redstone's pretty simple, just observer on the stem, and then piston on the block where the melon or pumpkin can grow. And I'm going to quickly set my random tick speed back, because that is crazy. I don't know what the default is, but we're going to go 3. And then you just want a redstone out of the observer, redstone line up here, and then repeaters all through. Repeat that on the other side, and then minecart with hoppers under here with hoppers under them. And you should be good to go. Right, so coming in at number 6, we have a compact and fast floor block swapper. So if we press this button, you notice the crafting table gets replaced with the sandstone, and we press it again, back to the crafting table. Now, the build for this is actually quite simple. If we just remove this sandstone, you can see. You're just going to want to have a button or whatever device you're using activating it right here. And I can actually do this, and we can see that it's actually completely flush. If we place this all around, you can see you would never notice this if this is in a base. So if you just have a button on a wall, boom, random crafting bench on the ground. Super cool looking. You can amaze your friends with this. And here's how to build it. Alright, so what you're going to want to do to build this is just have your button or whatever it is, and then trail redstone down to a block where you place a redstone torch. 2 repeaters going out the side. One on the side is just a block. One on the side is a block with redstone on top. Put a redstone torch on the side of both of these blocks with normal pistons out either of these sides and a sticky piston facing up in the middle. Now what you're going to want to do is place on top of the sticky piston one of the blocks that you want to swap, and then on this piston the other block that you want to swap, so a crafting table for me. And you could just do something like, I don't know why you would want to, but you could just like have it place itself with smooth quartz or something. I don't know why you would want to though, so I'm going to go back to a crafting table. And also note that you can't use, well, you might need a reminder though, because obviously you can't use unmovable objects, but things like chests, you can't actually use them. So if we try to put a chest here, oh dang it, I just got rid of it. If we try to put a chest right here, it works and all, like for opening it, but no, it just doesn't move. So don't try anything like that. You can't use obsidian, which would be kind of cool if you guys could figure out somehow to make like a self-building nether portal. No, can't use obsidian. Can't use furnaces. There's quite a lot of things that you can't use. Right, next up guys, we have the sugarcane/bamboo farm. Now, this is quite simple to build as well, and it's pretty easy, so I'll show you right now. If we actually go to game, rule, random tick speed, 100, the sugarcane should start to grow insanely. And notice we've actually got a couple of sugarcane here. Well, maybe not insanely is the right choice, but we can just wait for this, and when it hits the observer, the piston will fire, and it will be pushed onto the exact same block that it's in, because the rest is encased in glass. As you can see, I'm actually going to leave the top open. And with a minecart with hopper underneath it, and then hoppers into a chest. So, sugarcane actually grows really slowly. Let's step it up. Come on, sugarcanes. There we go. So you saw the observer detected it, the piston pushed both of them, and now we have 16 sugarcane. Now with this method, you're always going to have an even number of sugarcane. No odd numbers here. Now guys, to build this, what you're going to want to do is, it's actually really simple. So just a piece of dirt with the water so that sugarcane can grow on it. Put the sugarcane down, and then a piston right here, observer on top of it, and you actually only need 1 bit of redstone. So redstone right there, and there you go. A beautiful piston farm. You can actually put the minecart with hopper underneath it, or you can just put a hopper right in front of it, and it should work just as well. But I just used this method because why not? It's a little more compact, and I had the resources. I'm in creative. So then the rail under that, and then the hoppers in the chests so that we can collect our sugarcane. Next up, we have the noisy super smelter. Now, I'm sure you could find a way, if we just grab a lever quick, course, we can all find a way. Just replace this block with a lever. Okay, maybe not so much. Give me that redstone block back. Yeah, but you guys could probably find a way. Maybe if you replaced all these with rails. I don't know. But here we go. This is actually a super smelter, and you're going to get your stuff pretty quick with this thing. So put what you want to smelt in the chest. So let's go some stone. Put it in the chest up here. And then put some fuel in the chest down here. So let's get some coal. There we go. Notice that a couple have already turned on, and you're going to start to see your stone pile up in here like crazy. Now to make this thing, what you're going to need to do is, looks pretty simple, it is pretty simple. Line of furnaces, however many you want, and then rails on top of it with hoppers underneath it, minecart with hoppers there. Hopper up here, chest up here, and the minecart will take it and go. Now, underneath it, actually use a rail as well, and a block of redstone or anything that'll power it to make both these lines powered, or we can just do them individually, whatever. But then, right here, chest, hopper, and you put the fuel in there, and then it's going to feed it all into the furnace. Now, on the bottom, we can have the hoppers coming back out into the chest. Next up, guys, we have this iron door, this item door. So this can be completely secret if you have the time and patience to build a proper piston door. But if this was dirt, you could kind of like build this into like a little hill or something, and you would never notice it. So what you're going to want to do is throw an item right here. Door opens, you can go down, and it'll close up. Now if you want to get back out, put an item in the hopper, it'll open, get out, it closes. Now, this is a pretty cool thing if you want to make a secret base, or if you want to include all of these secret contraptions in this secret base. So easy that you can just do this. And I actually built out a little bit here. Here's the chest where we can collect all the things that we threw in and get them back. Now we're going to put that in there, and we can get back out. So this is a pretty cool design, using the minecart with hopper again so that you can throw through blocks. So that's super useful. Now to build this thing, what you need to do is just get your mound / underground of dirt, and then put under one of the blocks a rail and then a minecart with hopper. Now that can actually take the blocks through there. And then what you're going to need is a hopper, and then another hopper going into a chest, which you can make the hopper system as long as you want, but just have the chest inside your base so that you can actually get the stuff back, or inside maybe a little extra tunnel out to the side of your base. And then what you're going to need to do is grab a comparator out of the item hopper, and then a repeater, and we're going to take it into a pulse extender. You could maybe make a little more extendy pulse extender, but here we have the comparator pulse extender, which is just going to take the redstone loop around in a circle until it dies out. So you can see that that's worked, and it's going to die out. There we go. And if we actually want this to be a little longer, I'm going to grab a repeater so that this can be longer, and it should be a touch longer. Yep, that's pretty good now. And you can take it out into a redstone torch right here, which is going to come up to a line of redstone that goes to your piston, or whatever kind of thing that you have that you want to power with this item thing. You could also have it in your base for maybe another little secret area. And here we go. We can get all our items back with this chest. Now finally, guys, this is a working item sorter. So if we get actual item frames, because that might be cool, we can actually show what we are sorting here. So this chest is for cobblestone, and this chest is for dirt. Now, right here, what I'm actually going to do is we can put a water stream in this and have this mechanism, which I'll also show you how to build, which is then going to push the item through the water stream. So if we get a water bucket, there we go. Push all the items we put in here through the water stream, and then it's going to go through the hoppers and into one of these chests, depending on what it is. So let's put cobblestone in. Goes through the cobblestone chest. Now let's put a piece of dirt in, and if this was ordinary, it would go through this chest because it's first. Oh, this one. There, it dropped in the dirt chest. Now we can do whole stacks of these and see that it's no chance. It's not chance. And it is chance that most of them are dispensing over the wall. But I'm going to chuck a couple of those in. And there we go. We're going to see that all of the dirt are going into the dirt chest. And this stone is going to go into the stone chest. And you can expand this as far as you like. This cool design that I'm going to show you. And we could have more chests. But what you can also have is an everything else chest. So here's a chest. Hopper. Hopper, and then hopper. Now everything that's not cobblestone or dirt can go in the other chest. So we'll just put like a blank item frame in there, and you can see, yep, we're all done with the dirt, and here's that. So now I'm going to give it some dirt, some diamonds, maybe more diamonds, more blocks of diamond, and a diamond pickaxe. And and then, what should I give it? Then yeah, okay, so some dirt, diamonds, and more diamonds. Now here you're going to see that they're coming through one by one, and they all get sorted into their respective chests. So here's cobblestone, here's dirt, and here is some cobblestone that jumped over there, over that hopper, and should be in this chest, but ended up in this chest because it just did, and for some reason those didn't stack. But anyway, that is the item sorting system, but you'll notice that none of these chests have been contaminated. Now you could actually, to be pretty smart, lead this into a shulker box sorting system so that all your dirt and all your stone get sorted separately. That would be really cool. And you can actually do this with any item that stacks up to 64. So we couldn't do it with like water buckets or pickaxes, but I'm going to quickly show you guys how to build this thing. First off, to build this water dispenser that's going to dispense your items into this water flow, you're going to take this dropper and some sandstone. So we're going to build up to the height that I used over here. And you're going to want to place down the dropper facing like this. And then a comparator out of the side of the dropper. A repeater coming out the back. So like this. Sandstone, sandstone, redstone on both. Sorry, not like that. With this up here and there, so now it's on both. We can put that up there, make sure that that's in that mode, and put that there. And we have duplicated that, so now notice that anything you put in the dropper just gets chucked out. As long as we have that on the top. Or not. Sorry guys, I forgot one bit of redstone. No guys, I lied. I didn't actually forget a bit of redstone. I forgot a block. There has to be a block placed right there. Then it'll work. Now, we can put a chest up here for all our items. And everything gets spat out. And relatively quickly as well. I'm actually going to build another filter in here, which is going to be for diamonds. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a chest, obviously, and build a double chest. And then we can get our item frame and get diamonds. Now, right here I just have the standard, but we're going to quickly convert this into a diamond sorter. So what you're going to want to do is place down, I'm going to block off the water flow, because that will infect our build. You're going to want to place a block above this chest, and a hopper running into that block. Now, break that block, and put a hopper below it running into the chest. Now, after that, we'll want to place a sandstone, another sandstone, or whatever material you're using, and then go 2 down, place 1, and like this, so it kind of looks like a plus but without the middle. and then the 2 blocks over here. Now get a comparator, place it as shown, and then get 2 redstone dust. Now it doesn't matter that these are touching, it'll still work just fine. And then place one down here. Now put also a repeater facing this way in the middle. Place a redstone torch on this back block, and it's done. Now what we're going to want to do is right in here, place down our 4 diamonds right here, and then be really quick and place the stack in there. And it's going to start draining out until I believe it's at 41. And once at 41, it should stop. There we go. And now you're going to notice that the rest of the diamonds have come into this chest. And there we go. So now if we put some diamonds in the chest, and some dirt, and a dropper, and all this stuff, you'll notice that it's going to go into the right place. So cobblestone, dirt, diamonds, and this other chest, I'm going to quickly show you how to set it up. Just place a hopper into the chest, place a hopper above it, and that is it. So just, you can use it like a normal hopper chest, and there we go, it's filtering into here, and there we go, other. Now, you can also, as I mentioned before, put the Shulker Box sorting system into one of these chests, or what you can do is get this system working again, and chuck this stuff out into a pool of lava, or a cactus, or if you're in creative, the void. But guys, that is all I have for today, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video. Goodbye.